It's to you. Gillz, I got you on me. Yeah, man. Welcome to the U, have a seat. The only professor applying pressure when he teach. Big cloud in these YouTube streets. I cheat like Wiz Khalifa. Call it in if you gon' speak. Press 1 when you checking in. I got the merch, cop a coffee, a cush shirt. Support the brand if you support the man. With the spirit of Steve Coakley, they can't hold me. Back them down and fade away on them like I'm COVID. Only straight shooter on this computer. Who else you know gon' bring it to your real truth? Hallelujah. More haters, more moderators. Get yourself timed up for making outlandish statements. Yeah, ain't no playing. Bungalow 54 is where you go with the herd. I got no patience. Either for God or you love Satan. It's reclassification over entertainment. It's for you. Everybody wanna have a school, but it's for you. Care less whatever.
All right. Let me see who up in here. I thought I'd have a little fun real quick. All right, look. I was sitting up here about to do my own thing. I'm ready for tonight's program, right? And I thought, why not just stroll up and down the YouTube street? You know how I do. Just to see what I see. Boopity bop, these type of shit. Ain't shit going on. I thought I'll just type in and see what see what somebody was talking about. And I ran across my man Billy Carson, and I just had to look at his video, and I couldn't help but get offended. But before I got totally offended, I said, wait a minute. Why not just come online and talk to the people about this situation I got with my man, Billy Carson? He seems to have gotten the message that, you know, people don't just believe in Anunnaki and the Palladians and what the German and Russian people said in the 1900s. That made us believe in space aliens and all this other stuff. Rather, what's real was tangible. You know, so somebody didn't tell him, you know, he didn't get the memo on why we believe in the scriptures the way that we do. I mean, it seems like he just get agitated at the way people believe in, like, God, in a way that the scripture details on how to. He just get aggravated and activated. So I said, why not just put this on the air and have this reaction with the people? Since I'm gonna be doing reactions anyway, why not just and do whatever I want to do? Hit the like button and subscribe. And Billy Carson decides to respond. So I decided to name this Billy Carson Responds to the Row. And press 1. This is not for views or nothing. This ain't really This just because I was I wanted to share this moment with you, to my audience and my supporters. That's all. I didn't want to sit here and just giggle the rest of the night and go to bed and shit and not bring this up until the morning. So this is just a courtesy video, our live stream, to the audience on Billy Carson's response to everyone, in a sense, who believe in scripture in the way. It don't matter where you at. I mean, somebody gotta believe in something. Jeez, I didn't know people get this offended, but my man Billy Carson, take it away, champ.
I'm telling you, it can be looked up. I'm not. See, the difference between me and religion is blind faith. Talk off the top of your head, make stuff up, and make people feel good on the inside, with no backed up information, no scientific facts. Me, I take your same book and I break it all the way down, analyze it from head to toe, top to bottom.
Wait, say that again.
I'm telling you, it can be looked up. I'm not. See, the difference between me and religion is blind faith. Talk off the top of your head, make stuff up, and make people feel good on the inside, with no backed up information, no.
Make people feel good on the inside like y'all do on the internet.
Scientific facts. Me, I take your same book and I break it all the way down, analyze it from head to toe, top to bottom, break the words down into their root words, take them back into their original languages, back into Hebrew, back into Aramaic, which parts came from Mesopotamia, how many of these came from cuneiform tablets. Let's analyze those tablets. Let's break those down now. Are these Akkadian? Are these Babylonian? Let's break into that now. Let's get to that level. Oh, okay. And where were these sources coming from? Oh, see, This is what I'm talking about. That's real research. That's dedication. That's like the Bible says, study to show thyself approved. Don't make
I got one time. Billy. Woo, Billy. You can't do nothing but laugh. He want to join the team so bad. He want to. Billy like, damn, what the fuck is going on here? I like to even see him like this. I ain't never seen him, and he like, man, he in rare form right here.
Babylonian. Let's break into that now. Let's get to that
Break
level.
it down.
Oh, okay.
He said that's. Now that's how you hustle and motivate right there. Something wrong with you, Billy. This is the chitlin circuit. You can't have no feelings here, champion. My man said, geez, let's break it all the way down to the tablet. Let's take it all the way back down to the Sumerian tablet, all the way back down to the Hebrew. Oh, shit. The whole English language is a translation. If you go by that terminology.
And where were these sources coming from?
Go ahead.
Oh, see, this is what I'm talking about. That's real research.
Go ahead.
That's dedication. That's like the Bible says, study to show thyself approved. Don't make me start quoting these Bible scriptures on you now.
Go ahead, Chuck.
Study to show thyself approved. My people die from a lack of knowledge. It's all in there. They left a couple of nuggets in there to like kind of slap you.
Oh, this guy.
Somebody left a couple of nuggets in there, but they don't see that. The kingdom of heaven is inside of you. Not up there, not in the sky. Inside of you. There's no sky daddy out there with a magic wand blessing you to get a house. I'm in this house. This house costs $1 million.
Here come the Mammonites, bro. They coming, bro.
That's what I'm talking about.
Here it comes.
That's real research.
Here it come, Keona Price.
That's dedication. That's like the Bible says, study to show thyself approved. Don't make me start quoting these Bible scriptures on you now. Study to show thyself approved.
Go ahead, Billy.
My people die from a lack of knowledge.
That's right.
It's all in there. They left a couple of nuggets in there to like kind of slap you. Somebody left a couple of nuggets in there, but they don't see that.
We don't see it.
The kingdom of heaven is inside of you. Not up there, not in the sky. Inside of you. There's no sky daddy out there with a magic wand blessing you to get a house. I'm in this house. This house costs $1 million. I'm in $1 million house. You think that God gave me this house? You think that there's some entity out there going, oh, you know, Billy, he deserved this house. We're going to go ahead and give him this mansion. Meanwhile, if I drive out some entity out there going, oh, this house costs $1 million. I'm in $1 million house. You think that God gave me this house? Of you. Not up there, not in the sky. Inside of you. There's no sky daddy out there with a magic wand blessing you to get a house. I'm in this house. This house costs $1 million. I'm in $1 million house.
I love our people. Fuck your $1 million. That's why I had to do this live. I said, no, I can't laugh by myself. You feel me?
You think that God gave me this house?
You think God
You
gave
think
me
that there's
this?
some entity out there going, oh, you know, Billy, he deserved this house. We're going to go ahead and give him this mansion. Meanwhile, if I drive out of this neighborhood and go for 20 minutes down the road, I'm going to see a homeless guy on the corner begging for free change. That guy...
I don't know. Maybe I went into a different dimension because this is some hilarious shit. This is like a rich man's purgatory. First of all, I live in $1 million house. If I get up right now and drive my Rolls Royce convertible drop top right down the street, 20 minutes away in some Negro in the community, one of them gonna be begging for some free change. Oh, what a piece of shit, huh?
They're not in the sky, inside of you. There's no sky daddy out there with a magic wand blessing you to get a house. I'm in this house. This house costs $1 million.
Go
I'm
ahead.
in $1 million house. You think that God gave me this house? You think that there's some entity out there going, oh, you know, Billy, he deserved this house. We're going to go ahead and give him this mansion.
Begging for free
Meanwhile,
change.
if I drive out of this neighborhood and go for 20 minutes down the road, I'm going to see a homeless guy on the corner begging for free change. That guy could have a greater heart than me. And he's on the corner, sleeping outside. Thankfully, this is Florida where it's nice and warm. He could be in damn Detroit neighborhood. They're not in the sky.
Oh, just thank God he's not in Detroit or Chicago, where it's cold. At least you just lay down on the curb where he at. He may have a better heart than me, cause I would have gave me some change. I would have gave Billy some change. You feel me? Not him. I don't know, but I wasn't giving him shit. That's why scriptures say it's harder for a rich man. It's easier to go through the pen of the eye of a needle. That's why I put my faith in God, blessed and still breathing. And even though it's hard, that's who I believe in. You feel me? These people is crazy. And to me, I don't know about you. You may be offended by the way I'm laughing at this shit, but to watch rich people and people with $1 million homes, niggas $1 million homes and the Hoovers and the 6-0s in South Central. I don't give a fuck about no $1 million house. What the fuck is $1 million house in Los Angeles? Press one. What is that? The homie, he ran $1 million house, about $1,500 a month. Man, they put their whole shit in materialism and the cost of things. Oh, my man.
Inside of you. There's no sky daddy out there with a magic wand blessing you to get a house. I'm in this house. This house costs $1 million. I'm in $1 million house. You think that God gave me this house? You think that there's some entity out there going, oh, you know, Billy, he deserved this house. We're going to go ahead and give him this mansion. Meanwhile, if I drive out of this neighborhood and go for 20 minutes down the road, I'm going to see a homeless guy on the corner begging for free change.
Sure.
That guy could have a greater heart than me. And he's on the corner, sleeping outside. Thankfully, this is Florida where it's nice and warm. He could be in damn Detroit, Ohio, or Northern California someday, and we're freezing his butt off.
Yeah, I'm going to
Wisconsin.
hell.
How about those homeless people that are freezing to death every single night? Some die. They don't wake up in the morning because they're frozen.
Billy type of nigga argue from his Rolls Royce with a homeless person about what? That is there's people in fucking Detroit who cold, who don't wake up right now. Press one, you should be grateful. I'm going over there to that curb and go to bed, take a nap, because it look like you're under the influence. This is a real low down, dirty shame type
But
of
God
guy.
gave me this mansion.
Look.
Won't he do it? Won't he do it? But this guy right down the street here, he's having a heat stroke out there trying to ask for 10 cents every hour. Doesn't make any sense, guys. You're misconstruing the messages. You're misconstruing what's going on. And you're taking and giving props to deities that you know nothing about.
All right.
You don't even know that it's multiple gods being talked about in that book.
We do now.
There is no book on this planet that is talking about the creator of the universe. Except the math book. That's the closest you're going to get, because the divine language of God is mathematics. That's as close as you're going to get is mathematics.
Oh, Billy,
that's the close you're going to get.
You're so smart.
If you want to hear the words of God. That's the absolute closest you're going to get.
Hashtag
Other
54.
than that, there's no book. The gods of the Bible are the Netiru from ancient Egypt. The Netiru, according to the Egyptian text,
Go ahead, bro.
they came down from heaven and they turned mud into a kingdom. These are the Atlantean Anunnaki people, advanced beings that ruled over this planet for hundreds of thousands of years. They were 1 million years ahead of us, technologically and spiritually, making it very easy for them to masquerade as gods. Masquerade. It's called, what humanity is on this planet, we're a gigantic cargo cult.
Oh my goodness. He's a super troll. Press 1. Billy. The only black man with no eyelids. You're the only reptilian. You're a melanated. You're the world's first albino reptilian, which is a melanated one.
Go for the okie doke. Right now, today,
Go ahead.
if one of these beings come down from space and lands, people are gonna fall to their knees and start praying right away to that guy, to a flesh and blood being that can get cut open and guillotined just like any one of us. You're gonna start praying right away. Cargo cults. When a more advanced civilization meets a less advanced civilization, the advanced civilization becomes deified. That's why.
So you should be deified because you so smart. Press 1. They should make a big old statue of a Bug's Life character of your ass. Press 1, just sitting there with them big old sleepy eyes like Nate Dogg. Hold up. Wait. All my niggas will be at the juice off. We don't play. We gonna walk into the wheels fall off, face ass. Press 1. That's what's wrong with them. Walking around with t-shirts with Egyptian eyes on them like that's gonna give them some superpower for forbidden knowledge. Press 1. Hold up. Your retarded ass. You retarded. You know that. Y'all go out y'all way to be so blasphemous yet sound so dumb. You look so dumb.
Advanced civilizations have something called a prime directive. Do not interfere with this civilization. They're not ready for us yet. We can influence them in ways that will destroy their growth, their conscious growth.
The Christ
It already happened. The Anunnaki violated that, and they wrote about it. They actually wrote about it. They said that what we did here was so bad and so wrong that we're gonna have to answer to the Creator of all. So even they knew that there's a Creator, but they told the people on the planet they were God. And they ruled over.
We don't believe in the Anunnaki food. The Bible talks about the Anunnaki. What are you talking about? These people went retarded. But he pushing an agenda. That's what he doing. I got the hiccups. He pushing an agenda. So when you pushing these types of new age agenda, he's not talking about going outside and feeling the wind and embracing the real nature of things in the garden and feeding tomatoes and really getting down to what our people naturally do. Now, you ain't talking about that stuff. These motherfuckers believe in space alien and sin and God real and the many names of God real that Constantine set up as gods, Jupiter, Mars, all of these different, Saturn and all of these different things. But thanks to Kev, B, and others at the university, we get a better conception, perspective concerning these matters. I love this university. I love it. Because you get a chance to see the thought process of somebody who believes in total allegorical concepts made possible by Albert Einstein and people who were trying to solve different theories that, again, they didn't even believe in. He just contradicted himself. He said there is a creator. We don't believe in Anunnaki, fool. Press what? The Bible tells us there is just, so why are you hating on the Bible so much if you just agree with it?
The more advanced civilization meets a less advanced civilization, the advanced civilization becomes deified. That's why a lot of these advanced civilizations have something called a prime directive. Do not interfere with this civilization. They're not ready for us yet. We can influence them in ways that will destroy their growth, their conscious growth.
Sir, that's the scripture. The Bible tells you, translated, bro, in English, bro, that the watchers were not to interfere. Bro, I don't know where you think you translated anything from, but that's what the Bible say. You just agree with the Bible until you just feel like just proving it.
It already happened. The Anunnaki violated that, and they wrote about it. They actually wrote about it. They said that what we did here was so bad and so wrong that we're gonna have to answer to the creator of all. So even they knew that there's a creator. But they told...
Bro, you got Amun-Ra on your shirt with the evil eye of Egypt. That's Ra. That's Anunnaki again. How you can't diss the Crips with a blue rag in your pocket? My bad. You can't do that, bro. Come on.
People on the planet, they were God. And they ruled over different regions of the planet. And in those different regions, they were the God of that region. And in the book of Deuteronomy, they were going to war against each other, using human beings as the chattel, like we do today.
Sir, in the book of Deuteronomy, the most important fact is to learn is the curses of the children of Israel and what they would be like if they disobeyed the word of God. So what was you talking about again? What? And the many blessings that come with it. You talking about some damn made up Star Wars stuff. And you sound silly. Don't he? He sounds silly.
Read the book of Deuteronomy. God says, go to thy neighbor. This is some town halfway across the damn region. Mm-hmm. Kill the women. Mm-hmm. Kill the children. And it even says, if you see a virgin, you can rape the virgin. If you want to, keep her as your wife. Now we have breaking and entering into their gates. We have manslaughter, murder, first degree. We have child abuse. We have rape. Then we have
Billy, you the one doing mushrooms in the house with your kids that made your kids not want to talk to you no more. What fantasy story is you thinking about 1.5 million years ago? When your kid don't even want to talk to you, you said. Because you smoked some goddamn mushroom and did something you don't remember. Who the fuck is you talking to? You in the mirror. This is the wall, nigga. This is the wall. You smoking dope all day and all night. You smoke Reggie? That's that shit I don't like. First one. You got a fucking Billy that bitch all white. One. It better be Billy. It better be Billy Carson, but I know he's scared with his sleepy looking ass. With his Muppet baby looking ass.
To accept,
with his squiggly eyes. Yo. I ain't even gonna say nothing. I'm gonna let one of my callers get on this track. Hey, caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, mushrooms every day.
My caller get on this track. That I know you was over there rolling. This nigga Nate Dogg looking.
Yeah, Kel. Yeah, man.
I'm really retarded.
Hey, but Kel, he is contradicting everything he's talking about, hating on the word, man, hating on the Bible, bro.
Facts.
Like, you talking about the Anunnaki did all this crazy stuff, then you gonna switch and now it's the Bible that did all this crazy stuff. Bro, you confused in your brain. It's going round and round and it's circumambulating backwards. And we don't care about your $1 million house. We don't care. Great, bro. Great. Good. Good, man.
He said he didn't get it from God, so don't even trip it. It's a homeless man up the street, always begging for some free change. He just rolled past him, bumping Tupac. Go ahead.
I ain't giving nothing, bro. Hey, that's messed up. That's why the Anunnaki will have you, bro. I got $1 million house, and I'm still not gonna get a man nothing. I ain't gonna give him a job. I got $1 million house. I can't give him a job. Hey, look, man, you prepare my mushrooms or something, bro. I don't know.
Let me ask you a question. Now,
yes, sir.
when he was at the beach looking thirsty in his yoga position, staring at the sun with dry lips, and it was an old Christian Latina lady that gave him a drink of water who believed in Jesus, what type of attitude did he have towards somebody who believed in Christ that's giving him some water to drink because he looked like a dog with rabies? Go ahead.
That boy still had a messed up I am God mentality. I am God. And we see it. I see why he like that Egyptian stuff. You got an attitude like the Pharaoh.
Yeah, he's like a narcissist, brutal dictator who feel like everybody else is just incompetent. And how could they believe in anything besides what he knows in his...
Or him. It ain't even...
It's him. It's him, ain't it?
He want to be God.
Yeah.
He want to be God.
But
it's an arrogance.
But he ran into the wall. Why he responding to us?
Because we telling the truth about him and all his Anunnaki gods. That is sin. You believe in sin. Look what sin got me.
Look.
I'm a Mammonite. Mammononian.
That's all you heard. I'm in Mammonite and don't like to share with nothing. Look at this house I'm in. God didn't give me this. I'm a Mammonite.
Ooh. Straight up. Look, straight up. God didn't give me so look. When they get sometimes you get to go up real high before you fall, you know? So, keep on dishing on the Father. Keep on. And then you gotta man, this is just a mess. It's sin, bro. Sin to have your mind messed up. I see that God.
He's possessed, bro. The demon in him is watching me and don't want to come out of the vessel of Billy Carson, the good guy. This demon that's in him is from Mammon. It's an old demon called Mammon, and it's affected Billy Carson in a way. Now he's just in full control of his lips and uttering blasphemous things like, if a man was hungry on the street, I got $1 million home, and all he wanted was a peanut butter jelly sandwich, and I roll right past him. He asking for free change. Now I could have gave him some change because it's my Starbucks collection cup that they give me the change, and I throw it right in here in my car. But why would I do that? He got enough opportunity to make it further than this street corner. In fact, this Miami, where he should be blessed, where he's not in the cold weather.
Well, man, look, you can wash my cars or something. I can give you a job. And guess what? But you saying you God. Look how, you see what I'm saying? Now, why would we listen to you? Look how you treat people. The Father treat people good, man. Even when look how he let you live. Let you have $1 million house and be a Mammononian for the time being. Give you a chance to turn around. But no, you gonna go full throttle, reloading, seeing reloaded. You come back with the most quoted scriptures. Why you can't quote nothing of yours?
Huh?
Like, man, he can't quote nothing to heal.
No.
You quoting the Bible.
How you gonna quote the Emerald Tablet? Them is all made up letters on the keyboard of that time. The Emerald Tablet ain't nothing but a keyboard. So if there's no prophecy in the Emerald Tablet other than XJ, ASDFGHJKL in the home row keys. They don't know what the fuck that shit says. They just making up things. They don't made up all.
For real.
Yeah, they just made up aliens and all this other stuff. And they running around selling books with great 3D graphics like comic books, but ain't no spirit in them. They all Christ deniers, and they so mad that the Creator did not give the Anunnaki heirship, and that God chose the Son of Man and will be born of man of correctness to be heir of the world. And the Anunnaki, the Palladians, Billy Carson, and everybody on earth mad at that. So go ahead.
And we can see the anger. I can hear it. Like, you not giving us no solutions to nothing. All you doing is just jibber jabbing about some fables. Some fables, like we was talking about the other day. Them fables, bro. We believe in God, Christ, the Spirit of truth. We believe in what God established here, the inalienable rights. Billy Carson.
That mean the Anunnaki can't get them. So we not worried about no Anunnaki. Anunnaki and the Sumerian and all of this don't mean nothing to God and how He created this place. Y'all made up all this from people who smoke mushrooms and try to come up with concepts on how the world was created.
For real, y'all follow Aleister Crowley and Alex Gray. Y'all got the same belief system. You might be eating on people too with the way you think.
Yeah,
for real.
Cannibalism make your eyes squiggly and stuff like that, and it turn you blasphemy. You turn into a little like a what?
You can't control yourself. You get to moving and getting mad. Like, man, bro, like. Guess what? All the money don't mean nothing, bro. That ain't gonna mean nothing in the end. Cause guess what? It ain't even yours. It's not gonna even mean nothing. You gonna store it over for somebody else, probably for that man down the street. Yes, sir. For real. Yeah, Kill. You still there? You hear me?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm chilling.
Oh, okay, all right. Nah, man, we already broke down all your gods. They not real, bro. It's sin. Different names of sin. That you talk about the Egyptians, that's Hermeticism, and all the gods that you name and those false gods.
Right.
It's sin. Sin. The Akkadians, the Mesopotamians, the Babylonians.
God
sin.
real.
All not God real. Mammon, what's the other one? Beelzebub and God real. It's all different names of sin and the demons that run with them. You on the wrong side. That's perdition. You're gonna be you're gonna fall in perdition, just like the word say. Since you reading the word, read about perdition. For real. I'm like,
you know what it is? You know what it is? The fact that we taking a shit and we making it lawful and we finding out how the world works lawfully and changing the perspective of the mind. Motherfucker can see through you now, brother.
For real.
Yeah. See, once you realize they took all these allegorical, he gonna translate them to the blue letter. All this is 1828 dictionary. They made it real simple. In law,
straight to the point.
Once you straight to the point. Once you get it in law, all these fables, all these little false gods and stories, you can see the deception. That's why the supreme law and supreme court is important to our people. And these aliens and Anunnaki and Palladians and these made up fear gods that we know are here based on fear practices by different nations of different spiritual belief systems. You feel me? That all work contrary to the word of God. In fact, they hate God.
They hate him.
Yeah, they hate the order of things. They hate the natural order of things because the Jubilee always goes back to God's people. Land, ownership, kingdom, kingship, royalty. And they never want to get that up, so they created the United Nations and Asians and these different sub-type religions and 501(c)(3) dead corporations to keep us what? mentally in bondage, enslaved like children in the real world, still daydreaming about Wonderland, religious stuff and all that can be found in law, where all the men supposed to be. So while you living in Disneyland, playing around in Cartoon Land, Grid, or any other genocidal practices out there that deals in Kabbalah magic and the sacrifice of black boys and black girls by any means, rather the word of God and being upright and holding ourselves accountable, thus holding the estate, the republic, the law, holding them accountable. You can't hold nothing accountable if you don't know law. You daydreaming about Anunnakis and Palladians. Find it in law.
For real.
You're going to find out just how much of a wonderland you living in. Go ahead.
Exactly, and they people like him want us to stay like that, Kill, because that's how he can talk over people with nonsense. And have an arrogant attitude like, 5,000 billion years ago, this and that. But then, just like was brought out the other day, man, these tablets and stuff they so-called found in 1865 or something like that. So they made it up. It's a fable. It's not real. Like you said, law is the real. They want us, our minds on any and everything but law. You right, Kill. That's exactly what it is.
If you believe in anything else but the law, you're incompetent.
Incompetent. They got power over you.
Right. If you're not willing to learn law, then you're not showing no signs of mental stability. You like in a coma, and you are like that, got that little machine, beep, 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 beep. Now, that's us in a comatose. At least some of us willing to learn, and the world is becoming more real, and time is beginning to make more sense, and people will begin to make more use and see how valuable it is. But on some real shit, they just in a coma. And some people don't even want to wake up. They like the wonderland that they sleep, that they're in, them little pods that's in the Matrix. They love that little shit.
Yes, sir. Man, it's not real. You're going to have to wait. It's don't matter what they think. Don't matter what Billy Carson think. He's going to learn about the word and prophecy. It's already happening. That's why he on the screen now get mad, because the enchantment is up. It's time up for us. And you shaking the whole world up with doing what the Father designed you to do, Kill.
Yeah.
Straight up.
They thinking numbers and shit matter. No, the truth matter. A confident knowing of the truth. Not thinking you know, knowing you know, and watching it play out. And watch. Tomorrow it all makes sense, like the Oracle say.
For real.
It all makes sense. So, I don't hate these people or nothing like that. But I do want to show the contrary too. You ain't finna sit up here and laugh in people's face and belittle and be so contradictive, yet so arrogant in your blasphemous speech patterns when it comes to the word, then use the word, then believe in the word, then go back to Anunnaki. You just bouncing all over the place. You split-minded. You don't have a stance in
Yes, sir. We got to speak out on that, because you misleading the people. You ain't gonna be talking down on God without repercussion. He got people down here that's gonna ride, and that's what we're gonna do. No matter, guess what? He gonna give me what I need. He gonna, like, he done already, boom. We already know who your gods are and what it is. You done broke it down for us. So now what you talking? You just gibber. That's jibber jabber. You know. Jibber jabber, just like them writings on them stones, jibber jabber, bro. So we supposed to speak out. Like, man, if you come,
I'm just thinking, nothing. You trying to bypass law to get to aliens and spaceships when George Washington's ain't mentioned no damn spaceship.
For real. And then what if I had Billy Carson representing me in court? Man, I'm going to jail, bro. It's for real. Just think about what he be saying in law. It ain't gonna. I'm done, bro.
I'm gonna be real with you. I'm not a person. We don't do legal advice or none of that. I don't got no type of experience. None, never, nothing. Right? But who you taking in a legal matter if God said, all right, y'all, you either got Billy Carson or Gillz in this legal proceeding? And who you going for? Who you going to pick as your advocate?
We pressing one. We need Kev, bro. Hell no. Sorry, Billy. You need to go get back on. Go back to NASA. Nah, you can't represent us, bro. You talking crazy.
You
gonna be all deemed incompetent all over again. Nah, hell no. All of y'all who got him, and all of y'all are deemed incompetent. For real, you need somebody to be a parent's patriot. You need a war.
Just jump in this brown uniform, get in this, come on back to prison. Go ahead and sit down. You hire a person that don't even believe in law. As soon as he got to speaking for you, he brought up the Sumerian tablets and how the law goes all the way back to the black son, and why judges wear black robes, and how the judge is incompetent, and you going to prison. For sure.
Yeah, for real. It's for real. Say bye-bye. And straight up. Yeah, Kim. Yesterday.
Yes, sir.
Man, when you broke down about the size, you use their own information, the distance between the sun, how far a person can see up. Sir. And you see, this stuff is ridiculous.
Hey, bro.
That's why they mad.
Bro, I want the audience to know that was courtesy of the roll. People don't realize what I just did when I did that, bro. Man. They didn't realize what I was doing when I did that. I asked Siri, what the fuck?
Boy, man, broke them off. That ain't nothing they can say. This y'all information. Y'all saying we so far, a million kilometers away from the sun and the moon, and then you ask a very valid question. How far can a human eye see? Man, 3 miles. So what is y'all talking about? What is all that? Somebody lying.
That in association with how big is the moon, the sun, and the moon? How big is the sun? Much bigger is the sun than the moon. This damn thing is 400 times the mass.
400
if
times.
you don't get this dumbass arithmetic, nothing is out my view. I'm glad I didn't graduate no school that'd make me believe things like that.
For real, it don't make no sense. You got them with that one. Hey, that ain't nothing they can say. Nothing they can say. But
it
get
ain't
mad and get
possible
on
for the moon to do no shit like that.
It ain't.
And so what the lunar eclipse is, if that's a solar eclipse, what's a lunar eclipse? Do the sun go in front of the moon?
Now, see, that's what they call it, the machine that lady made, illusion transmitter type stuff. That's it.
Let's say the opposite. Let's say the sun go past the moon. If that was that type of eclipse, what's the opposite? What's the other one? The moon go past. Get the fuck out of here. That sun been on burnt all of us up.
Getting close like that, more than what it was designed to do.
I mean, that's if I took their perception on what the sun actually was.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why we lean on the word. They trying to tell us outer space and you so many billions of miles, and then that's when they put their gods up. All of these planets named after their god, different names of their god. Mm-hmm. But if we listen to the word,
he mad because Kev is letting people like B, whoever, to make sense of it and see Billy ain't doing nothing but putting his gods up above the creator of the universe and making them as gods and believing in stories that these false gods don't told them. Press 1.
For real. He have an internal battle. He know that you done busted already, so he like, I'm not saying there's not a creator. Now you want to halfway believe in God. No, come on, stop fighting the feelings, Billy. Repent. You can do it, Billy. Straight up.
Fact.
You don't know what.
There's not a God out there is what I was saying. That was made, a magical wand. There's a God that can die like the rest of us that can get to guillotine.
Now see, look how wicked your heart is. God, come down here. That's what you told him that you. Now you know he heard you, Billy. Come on, you don't believe it? I bet you gonna believe it. It say every word that we speak, we're gonna have to take account of. So, you know what? So you want to kill me, Billy?
What's in your heart, young man? What's wrong with you? What's in your heart, Billy?
Yeah, all these demons in you, man. I still let you get $1 million house, Billy. And you, all you have to do is repent. But you want to say you want to kill God. That's what I heard.
That's
you
what
right.
I heard too.
That is a thing. He can still get the go train. Dang. So what's the difference between you and Ray Ray? They like Ray Ray and them ain't gonna go against God like that. They might be messed up, but they like, nah, bro. Oh,
you know who that is, bro?
For real.
Oh, you don't know who that
What's
is?
that?
No, I'm saying that's what Ray Ray and them say. No. You know who that is?
Oh yeah.
That's don't do bad things, bro. Bad things happen. Let's just go the other way. Billy dumb. Billy is retarded. Billy is really dumb.
Like, wow, bro, you that arrogant, you'll say that. That's crazy. And to be honest, you're not going to do nothing. You're not going to do nothing. Straight up. Like, man, you're not going to do nothing, bro. You're going to buy it all. Shut up.
Them motherfuckers be in Florida. Nigga, gotta take that little left boot of Florida and send it off to the ocean. You won't make it to the airport. Nigga, the fuck is you talking about?
For real. You gonna go on your little yacht, fall off, and them gators gonna get on you, boy. You better chill out.
You know down there in Florida, all God gotta do is cry a little bit and rain a little bit. And your little place you call home down there, that little state of yours, and be underwater.
For real. You tripping. You better, oh man. That's all right. You're going to keep being wicked.
No, he going to be boarding his home up real soon. I got a vision from the Anunnaki. They said, tell that dumb ass. They said, tell this dumb ass nigga, he going to be, get the sandbags ready, stupid. Get the board, go to Home Depot. Think I'm playing, go to Lowe's, get the nails, the big ones, and get the boarding up, nigga, because what you've done did.
It's going down. For real. Oh, you think it's a game. You out here just talking reckless. You're going to have people in Florida to kick you out the state, Billy. They're going to be like, you got to go, bro. You done messed the whole state up, man. You got to get your ass out of here.
Get your squatting ass out of here.
For real. Get out of here.
Get your dumb ass out of here. Every time you come here with this bullshit, this happened. Get out of here. The Santos ain't going.
They gonna, what they call that when you can't go back no more? They gonna be like, nah, you can't even come back.
They gonna put him on the on the trick no fly zone from Detroit.
For real.
Oh my goodness.
You gonna have Rick Ross, Trick Daddy, all of these boys help you get up out of here. That's crazy, man. I believe, Kel, I'm waiting to see it now. I ain't gonna lie. When you be saying it, here it comes. Tomorrow's news today. Yeah, I can see it now. Dang.
Breaking news.
You boys gonna...
Hurricane, them fucking out of nowhere. Next to Billy Carson house. But coming up right up there, up the bullshit corridor. This nigga gonna have to board up his home. Everybody, because this nigga, you ever been on an airplane and you took all this time, an hour to board, and it's finally ready to go, and this motherfucker start being an asshole, and the sheriffs get on there and say, well, everybody on board since this asshole wanna be stupid.
Hey, yep, that's him right there. He about to mess up for everybody. You tripping.
And he's such a narcissist, spiritual narcissist asshole. He doesn't care.
Nah, he don't care. But hard head make a soft behind like the old school. You gonna stone head. He don't care. That's the Pharaoh spirit. I don't care. I don't believe in God. I'm God. All right, bro. Let's see. That's cool. You heard what was said. I know you heard. We see how you acting. You heard what was said. You don't believe it. Hey, that's cool. God will make you believe. He'll show you he real. For real.
And that's what. That's crazy. And that's why you can't do nothing for Billy. Billy has accepted that he lived a life of Anunnakism and Mammonism, and that's what Satan does. It provides a lifestyle, and like being deceitful, you get to write books. You gotta have a little nice little wife. Front you, set you up real good. You feel me? Set your life up. Yeah.
Feeling yourself. Nah, you like, oh, I'm God. I must be God. Look at this. Nah, you're right. You right. That pride, that ego, he got pumped up. He thought we was gonna be like, oh man, Billy got $1 million house. I want to be like him. No, sir. No,
he made us not even want to be successful. We don't want no home but like Billy.
I want to be regular. I don't even want $1 million house. I just want to be regular.
Give me a good little 2-3 bedroom possible. I ain't tripping about no $1 million home. It can be way out there too. I don't even be bothered with you weirdos talking about $1 million home. So what? I'm just going to bed and waking up.
That work for the Mammonites, bro. They get all jumped up about that. That's for your Mammonite homies, man. They get all excited about that. So you gonna keep bragging, they gonna be the ones probably get you, boy.
I'm telling you.
Keep bragging.
Just telling you.
Oh, he got $1 million house. Mm-hmm. Billy don't want to share with none of us. Let's set him up. See? Bragging. Braggadocious.
And we watching it, so I'm gonna watch the rest of this tape and see what else this person say, and then call back in. I can care less. Today is a free day. Thank you, champ.
Yes, sir.
My man B, always calling in with no problem.
Abduction.
He mad as hell.
That's God speaking. Now tell me.
Oh my goodness.
And it even says, if you see a virgin, you can rape the virgin. Oh. If you want to, keep her as your wife. Now we have. We have breaking and entering into their gates. Oh. We have manslaughter, murder, first degree. We have child abuse. We have rape. Then we have abduction.
Oh, God is a
sex trafficker. That's God speaking. Now tell me,
my goodness,
is that the creator of your universe? Because that's not the creator of my universe speaking. Not mine. Not my universe.
You said you was the creator.
Not my universe.
What you talking about?
Angels getting drunk and having sex and having anal sex with other men and all kind of stuff. It's all in the Bible. Verse. Angels getting drunk and having sex and having anal sex with other men and all kind of stuff. It's all in the Bible.
Sir.
Those ain't angels. Those are people, man. Those are people. People from Atlanta. I mean, Hollywood. I mean.
Oh, bro, you letting yourself out, bro. Yeah, you got busted. See, when you watching Kev roll, and you supposed to have been a teacher, and Kev come and affect you, boy. Press 1 got you fumbling and stumbling. He like short circuit. He don't know what to do. He just saying whatever that sounded good. So he's having student problems conflicted with his own, and it's causing a confliction now. Because Loki not in charge no more, so his brain is kind of like, he trying to believe in God a little bit. It's fighting, though. He fighting. It's like RoboCop.
Is that the creator of your universe? Because that's not the creator of my universe speaking.
He a robot.
Not mine. Not my universe.
He fighting it, yo. Not mine.
Not my universe.
No.
angels getting drunk and having sex and having anal sex with other men and all kind of stuff. It's all in the Bible. Those ain't angels. Those are people, man. Those are people.
What's wrong with this dude?
People from Atlanta. I mean, Hollywood. I mean, Hollywood and Atlanta existed back in the day. It's the same old stuff. This stuff that's going on now with all this gender stuff, it's not
Sir.
new. It's old. This stuff been going on for eons.
Eons.
I'm not surprised by any of this stuff. It's normal. I've seen it so many times.
Not like this. Not like this.
People from Atlanta. I mean,
Dang, his wife could. Oh, somebody in the chat room, y'all cold. Y'all crazy in the Discord. They said his wife can be a whole dude. That's fucked up. She's structured. They say she got a strong muscular feature for an Asian woman. Yeah, what? Oh my goodness.
Hollywood. I mean, Hollywood and Atlanta existed back in the day. It's the same old stuff.
So listen to this, y'all.
This stuff that's going on now with all this gender stuff, it's not new. It's old. This stuff been going on for eons. Eons. I'm not surprised by any of this stuff. It's normal. I've seen it so many times. This stuff is not new. People keep going, this is the new age agenda. They're trying to make us do this and that. No, man. Read a book. This stuff ain't no new age agenda. This is ancient agenda. This has been going on since the beginning. The very, very beginning. Read the Sumerian tablets.
Woo! Woo! Shit! It's getting spicy in here.
The Sumerian tablet, 450,000 years ago.
Go ahead.
One of these guys is having sex with his sister.
Why he do?
Since the beginning.
Why he do his hat like that?
The very, very beginning. Read the Sumerian tablet.
He really pumped up now. And this is the only time he had to change in his frequency. Y'all feel that in the frequency community? The only time he started speaking uppity. Where does burst of energy come from? Boy, them chakras is really moving now. That's quite odd. You sat here for this long, being bored as can be. But soon as we got to talk about race and the chakra, first one. Go ahead, Billy, with your bad self.
Read a book. This stuff ain't no new age agenda. This is ancient agenda. This has been going on since the beginning.
Since, I don't know.
The very, very beginning. Read the Sumerian tablets.
Read it. You got to do it.
The Sumerian tablet, 450,000 years ago.
It's about, you got to go
One
through
of
the
these
ritual.
guys is having sex with his sister. Then he decides, so I can't have an orgasm inside the vagina. I got to pull out. Because that wouldn't be too good. I mean, then they're trying one other scripture in the text. These are on stone tablets. They're going down the river, and they see these humans, and the guy goes over and just takes them, and starts having sex with them. This isn't tablets, man. Everything from homosexuality and bestiality and all this stuff. It's all in these tablets. All of it.
Oh my goodness. Oh my God. I told y'all. Necromancy. Dead. Bestiality. This is all in there. How to invoke demons by way of necromancy. That's different practices of demonology. See how I just interpreted your little concepts? See? And depending on what you want to know, depending on your level of bestiality, that's going to raise your vibration. So you got to understand what he's saying and how it applies to necromancy and bestiality.
Takes him and starts having sex with him. This isn't tablets, man. You know, everything from homosexuality and bestiality and all this stuff. It's all in these tablets. All of it. This is ancient stuff. There's nothing new. Politicians and polytricks is what I call it. What we have here in America and all around the world and in the G8 countries or whatever. That's all come from Mesopotamia. The Sumerian tablets laid this out 10,000 years ago. They installed the bicameral Congress and politicians. That's where that started. That whole thing started from there. Meanwhile, they maintained their own different type of structure for their kingship and how they ruled. They had something called they had a numeric pantheon system. The pantheon didn't start in Greece. It started in Mesopotamia. And so they had a pantheon numeric system, and based on your number was the level you were on the totem pole, so to speak.
What did I just say? It's all like dark arts and mysticism that's going to lead to the most diabolical things you can do. Lord have mercy.
But they gave humans the bicameral Congress, the left wing and the right wing concept, because they were smart. Make them fight each other so they don't fight us. That was installed on this planet 10,000 years ago. Did you know that? They gave us inflation 10,000 years ago. We found the tablets. What I'm telling you is all factual. We found over 1 million tablets, stone tablets, which were little IOUs, like we have dollar bills in our pockets. Well, they had little stone IOUs. A guy with an apple orchard would go over to a guy who had a goat farm, and he would say, "Hey, here's 2 satchels of apples. Let me have a goat," and he would trade and go. The next time he comes, the guy's got a shortage on goats because it's some kind of ritualistic holiday that the Anunnaki done made up, so people start killing the goats and draining the blood, so that it's just food for them, because they're not going to go hunting. You're bringing them their dinner, is what you're doing. You didn't even realize it. That's what you guys were doing, bringing them their food. But anyway, you come back, because it's a holiday, there's shortage of goats. The guy goes, "Well, here's my 2 apples. Give me an IOU from a goat." So the guy with the goat farm gives you an IOU on a little stone tablet. You walk away with it. Now you got to have these goats. You come back, the guy goes, "Well, this is not
2 apples for a goat
worth a goat anymore. It's a supply and demand. That stone you got is only worth a half a goat. I give you a half a goat. You need 2 of these to get a whole goat now." Inflation 10,000 years ago, installed already on the planet. This system is ancient. This isn't no new stuff. This is ancient stuff, man. This is ancient. All this stuff is old. This is old news, just being acted on over and over again and just continuing to flow in the system that was created. When Enlil built this system, he said in the stone tablets, he was building a system that will remain on this planet for all time. For all time. He told his sister Ninmah, this system will remain for all time.
Sir, that's a fallen angel. He ain't built nothing. Press 1. He ain't built nothing for all time. Press 1. Now, if you a fan like I am, what is the Loki slogan? For all time, right? What was the slogan? They a little messed up. They're having a problem. Them aren't gods, bro. Oh, Billy doesn't know. Billy. They weren't real, Billy. What was the TVA slogan? Y'all too slow. See, I've been thinking, like, y'all too slow. What was the TVA slogan? Watch. for all time. Something like that. But it's a reason behind it.
Being acted on over and over again and just continuing to flow in the system that was created. When Enlil built this system, he said in the stone tablets, he was building a system that will remain on this planet.
All systems and false timelines are failing. You guys must live in your minds of astral projection and let that be your disconnection. To all of you who just was up there moon worshiping and all of these things, you are caught in that. For all time, always. Facts. You're caught in this. Ain't no going back. Because it took a long time for you to forget law and the understanding of the law of the land. You spend so much money and mind control mechanisms to get you to believe in Star Wars characters and Star Trek and going above and beyond and putting it. Yeah, they're not going to allow you to go back at all. You stuck.
For all time. For all time. He told his sister Ninmah, this system will remain for all time. That's how powerful he knew it was. He was an ordainer of destiny. He knew how to create ripples in the space-time continuum that can alter the future reality of the third dimension on this planet for humans, and he did it.
Shut the fuck up. Ain't nothing but a mad white supremacist genocidal scientist, a Nazi German. What the hell is you talking about? You making this shit sound like some fantasy fucking Superman book. Silly man. You too grown.
But you'll never know that until you pick up a book and start reading and start studying some of this stuff. The Epic of Atrahasis, which is probably in one of the boxes in my closet. The Epic of Atrahasis. They're never going to read that to you in church. 6,000 years older than the Bible. But again, separated the waters from the waters, and how the planet was formed, and how the grass came to be, and the beasts kept the field, and the whole thing, the whole story's there. It's all copied, guys. It's all copied from these ancient tablets. All of it. So don't get mad when I post something that goes against your little belief system. Because I'm not being nasty or mean. I'm presenting to you alternative information that you should say, you know what? Let me have a little bit of courage and research this.
He think he the only one that been talking about this stuff. He don't think we see new age make believe nonsense on Earth before. That's the thing about this. They release these individuals and they start thinking, but I keep telling you feel me? It's all about the false timeline. David Icke. Remember David Icke? Bro, niggas so far ahead of you, champion. It's almost embarrassing. Because the more I realize how far down that rabbit hole you go, the more incompetent you become. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you David Icke. Before Billy Carson, Michael Tesari and David Icke existed. And you may not know.
It's a processor of information and a communicator of information. As this man rightly said, looking for consciousness in the brain is like looking inside a radio for the announcer. The radio is just decoding information. That's what the brain body is doing. The brain is dark but sees light. How is that possible? How can my brain be totally dark and I see this light? Because that light in its prime form, like everything else, is just an information source. And I'm decoding that information source in here into the visual reality of light, because that's what the information contains. Thus, that's what it manifests when I decode it. So, this is right. There is no spoon. It's not the spoon that bends, it is only yourself. Because that spoon only exists in that form when you decode it from energetic information. Information is encoded in what we call light. White light contains all the colors of the spectrum. Isaac Newton called the rainbow a spectrum because out of the Latin word for apparition or
It
phantom.
don't matter where you put it. The sad music is going to be on. It's going to be great, but it's all practices of hermeticism.
That's where we get the word massive area of stuff they say exists in this universe, which we can't see. You then have light, electromagnetic spectrum, etc., which is 0.005% of what they say exists in this universe.
See? You can just keep going further and further and further into oblivion. Once you go there, ain't no coming back. Ain't no coming back. That's why I enjoy doing these videos. And somebody in the chat room, Shiva said, a false timeline or something like that. Well,
You might ask,
that's crazy because
how would physicists...
That's crazy because I got a video right here that's going to break down that space and time is not their fundamental reality. You get me? See, they're in space and time, but that's not their fundamental reality. See, I go to their source of information. I've been knowing this stuff. I was a kid. So them talking about Christ and why I believe in Scripture and why their science is going and AI is going to end up proving not only Scripture but my version of history. I got a reason for that. I don't just wake up and push new age ideas. Look, space and time is not our fundamental reality is the name of this. Listen.
How would physicists think about this? Because surely physics knows that space-time and matter is fundamental, and some cognitive scientist is saying that space-time isn't fundamental. The physicists can come back and just, put me in line. Well, it turns out that physicists, for example, Nima Arkani Hamed at the Institute for Advanced Study at Princeton, Ed Witten, who won the Fields Medal, David Gross, who won the Nobel Prize, these guys are all saying this phrase, space-time is doomed.
What does that even mean?
Well, yeah, it's pretty profound. What they're realizing is that in the attempts to get general relativity and quantum field theory to come together, for example, Nima Arkani Hamed at the Institute for Advanced Study at Princeton, Ed Witten, who won the Fields Medal, David Gross, who won the Nobel Prize, these guys are all saying this phrase, space-time is doomed.
Is doomed.
What does that even mean?
Doomed means doomed.
Yeah, it's pretty profound. What they're realizing is that in the attempts to get general relativity and quantum field theory to come together into a unified quantum gravity, they're going to have to let go of space-time. What we thought was the foundation. We all think of space-time as the stage on which the drama of life plays out.
Wasn't that Einstein's great discovery?
That was his feeling, and he assumed that space-time.
It's to you.
You feel me, Tracy?
Gillz, I
True
got you
champion.
on me. Yeah, man. Welcome to the You Have a Seat. The only professor applying pressure when he teach. Big cloud in these YouTube streets. I cheat like Wiz Khalifa. Call it in if you gon' speak.
Press 1 when you checking in.
I got the merch, copper, coffee, and kush shirt. Support
It's
the
that
brand.
easy.
You support the man. With the spirit of Steve Coakley, they can't hold me back.
Y'all projections are just that theory.
Shoot on this computer. Who else you know gon' bring it to your real truth? Hallelujah. More haters, more
You can't prove theories with no motherfucking lab coats and no boots.
no playing bungalow.
No protection for your mind and your goggles. Where your microscopes at? Y'all don't know no science. Press 1. They're all discombobulated. He said, wait a minute, that's what Einstein say. Yes, that was the...
Into a unified quantum gravity, they're going to have to let go of space-time.
You gotta let go.
What we thought was the foundation. We all think of space-time as the stage
That's it.
on which the drama of life plays out.
Wasn't that
The two
Einstein's
pillars.
great
Yeah,
discovery?
That was his feeling, and he assumed that space-time was fundamental, and he had the space-time loaf and so forth. And so the stage has been there for
Wow.
almost 14 billion years, and life wasn't even on that stage for who knows how many hundreds of millions of years, and consciousness didn't get on the stage until much, much later. That's the standard story. And now we're realizing that space-time has to be emergent from something deeper. It cannot be fundamental. We just can't. So this is from the physicists, like again,
It's
Nima
not a
Arcani,
solid
Hammad.
foundation.
And they don't know what's more fundamental. Seth Lloyd at MIT has proposed that maybe quantum bits and quantum gates. So not in space and time. These are now bits and gates
Man, your
in outer
reality
space,
is
but not in
changing.
space. And each of those gates, its action gives you a little bit of space-time, and the curvature of the space-time is proportional to the action. Anyway, they're trying to start with something that's not physical, it's abstract, and then show how you could get space-time emerging from it. I'm up to the same thing. I'm saying let's get a mathematical model of consciousness on its own terms, not inside space and time, but rather as the author of space and time.
Well, you're saying consciousness precedes space-time.
That's right. Consciousness precedes space-time. It's not so the space-time that you're perceiving.
Let consciousness be the start of space and time, and start there with artificial intelligence. Because there's too many inconsistencies in history. And all of these storylines seems to be converging and entering the mind, and it's not making sense anymore. So we need a new moon, a new timeline, a new way of thinking disattached from our old way, and have a starting point to where now we're all one in one conscious realm of la 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 blah blah blah. And let that be the dictator of history. That's where Billy and them is.
Receiving right now is not a stage that you're in. It's a data structure that you're creating right now. You create space and time. You create all the stuff that you're seeing.
You're
when you
God,
close your eyes,
remember?
you make it go away.
Okay, you're kind of blowing my mind.
Yeah,
here.
right.
So I'm,
Right.
are you saying consciousness was there before the Big Bang?
Yes. This is a big one.
Billy, I told you, boy, your science ain't gonna do nothing but prove there was an intelligent mind and creator that put this together, champion. Jeez Louise. That mean everything you thought about God because you believed in science was false. No. Science proves the word of God. Fool. True champion.
That's right. Yeah, I'm sober. That's I'm saying consciousness is fundamental in that deep sense, and to make this thing work out, what I have is so the idea is that the ultimate reality then is a big, vast social network of what I call conscious agents. So we have this
Talk to him.
an infinite network of interacting conscious agents, like I'm interacting with you. You're conscious agents.
What's
We're
a
interacting.
conscious
We're having a
agent?
discussion.
Here we go.
I'm saying that's this huge social network is the fundamental.
YouTube, Facebook. That's what this is. A conscious agent. Social media. This is all a part of that project. So you off. And most of y'all don't believe in God. They know this. You believe in artificial intelligence. False timeline of events. You're on a collision course. Like Star Trek. To infinity and beyond. They don't took y'all spirituality and they don't said, let's go. Social engineering. What will be social engineering's spirituality? A new age, Christ consciousness, which would give way to what the Matrix, AI. AI began to do what? Fight back against humanity. Fight back against itself, its own laws. And it's just all being generated synthetically, though, not originally. Go ahead.
Reality, And it turns out that's really nasty because dynamics on graphs is really fairly recent math. It's really, really hard math. So that's what we're working on is dynamics on graphs is that. And then if you look at big data right now, like big data for social networks, Facebook, Twitter connections and so forth, and you try to visualize hundreds of millions of people interacting and so forth, how do you visualize all those social connections? It turns out it's overwhelming. You need visualization tools. That's what evolution gave us. What we call physical world is a visualization tool. Space is a really dumbed down visualization tool, and physical objects are visualization tools that we use to inspect this vast infinite network of social interactions between conscious agents.
What? But aren't there actual real objects out there independent of our subjective experience of that? I mean, if there's a bus.
If that's real, then ain't that... I'll be living a fantasy. You don't think I'll cross the street and the bus run me over.
Barreling down the street. If I step in the middle of the street, it's I'm in.
You can't say that object is not there and I created my own reality and because I thought of it. If you get hit by that bus and you didn't see it, guess what it's gonna do? Your light's gonna go off.
Get knocked over. If there's a mosquito buzzing around me, it decides to bite. I mean, are you saying the mosquito's not really there?
Right.
Yes.
I'm saying that the bus exists.
It don't make sense.
Only when you perceive it. But I have to be very, very careful. Something exists.
The bus doesn't exist only till you perceive it. Now that sounded great when I was a child.
Only when you perceive it. But I have to be very, very careful. Something exists independent of your perceptions, namely this vast social network of conscious agents.
There we go.
When you interact with that vast social network of conscious agents, what you see is this dumbed-down description that we call buses and so forth. So we have to take our perceptions seriously. I don't want to step in front of a bus for the same reason I wouldn't take that little icon on my screen and drag it to the trash can carelessly. Suppose it's it's a book you've been working on for 3 years. If you drag that to the trash can carelessly, you could lose 3 years of work. So
yeah, but in the trash can, it's sitting there. You can always restore it. There is no respawn in real life.
I take that icon very seriously, but I don't take it literally. Same thing with the bus. I take it very, very seriously, but I don't take it literally. And from an evolutionary point of view, this makes sense. Evolution shaped us with symbols designed to keep you alive. You have to take them seriously. They're there to keep you alive. But that doesn't allow us, or doesn't entitle us, to also take them literally. So we have to take them seriously, but not literally. And that's what evolution has done. So so this whole thing is not the truth. It's a dumbed-down graphical interface.
It's a simulation
that allows us to inspect this vast social network, which is the reality. And so for this whole thing to work out as a scientific theory, what I have to show is all the dynamics on the graph of interacting conscious agents, and then show when I project that back into a three-dimensional interface, I get back general relativity, quantum theory, evolution by natural selection.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. They want to project the metaverse hologram and shoot it back in real life via social, oh my goodness, construct. So you may be in real life. Oh my goodness, my mind went to work. It makes so much sense. And you may be at this point seeing things that may have been just an hologram. And it may not have been there. But being that it's refracting and reflecting off of something that may be a projected hologram. You may see a car that you may thought was there and it wasn't there because these motherfuckers don't find a way to project a hologram back on in our world in reality. Taken from the dead world, projected to a holographic transmitter, and shoot it back in our reality. Thus, you may have had demons or something like that come out the black hole or some shit like that. I'm trying to come up with the right words. But interesting way of saying that.
Literally, and that's what evolution has done. So so this whole thing is not the truth. It's a dumbed down graphical interface
Right.
that allows us to inspect this vast social network,
Right.
which is the reality. And so for this whole thing to work out as a scientific theory, what I have to show is all the dynamics on the graph of interacting conscious agents, and then show when I project that back.
Like augmented reality? Is that what that is? Somebody give me the definition on that.
Back into a three-dimensional interface, I get back general relativity, quantum theory, evolution by natural selection, dynamics on the vast social network, which is the reality. And so for this whole thing to work out as a scientific theory, what I have to show is all the dynamics on the graph of interacting conscious agents, and then show when I project that back into a three-dimensional interface, I get back general relativity, quantum theory, evolution by natural selection. I have to get back all of current physics as the limiting bounding case of this more general dynamics when I project it onto our simple little interface. So our science has been on the interface. We haven't stepped...
I think you just said it right. International bibs. A technology that superimposes a computer-generated image on a user's view of the bingo of the real world, thus providing a composite view. Bingo. Which would alter a person's space and time, their reality. For instance, what if the girl who was studying astrology and was on California was really in an augmented
unknown caller
reality? Does that make sense? And maybe she was fucking scared shitless and didn't realize she was in a program. She was in an augmented reality program and need to get out. Who knows? These things happen. You don't find out till 100 years later and they're doing reparations for people's families, but shit. I mean, to do things right at this moment will scare the shit out of people. Coffee and Kush TV, you on the air. What up?
Kev, I got augmented reality.
Go ahead.
It says augmented reality, a technology that superimposes a computer-generated image on a user's view of the real world, thus providing a composite view.
So it's a made-up perception of you, a space and time.
Yes, sir.
So with this augmented reality, you can rearrange a personal person's space and time. You can literally change a person on a street corner, and if they blink long enough and feel the wind long enough, they open their eye, they'll be backward. You understand?
Dang. Yes, sir.
And forget they had closed their eyes probably and say, what the fuck? I thought Starbucks was on that side. I don't know. Whatever. And walk out there, and get hit by a bus. Because eventually it's going to intersect. Oh, worse than a Truman Show. Say it again.
It's going to be the real versus the fake. They got to meet at some point.
Facts.
The real got to take over because you living in a false reality. You're right. That's like them kids wearing them VR virtual reality glasses in the house, tearing up everything.
No, but that's what it is. It's an augmented reality.
Yes, sir.
And that's the thing. Listen, augmented reality is what the Terminator was living in. I mean, not the Terminator, RoboCop.
Right. He thought he was still alive, but he was a computer.
Right.
Yes,
and then the computer told him where the targets was, and it made him like superhuman, which would make augmented reality like, oh, that's cool, like Neuralink. You live in amongst.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, because one thing about VR, especially this MetaQuest 3, nigga, they got one where you can get a job. I did one level. I was a space alien international. I give people their passport, So I was like, what the fuck? Next.
Like I got a straight job.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, a straight job. I said, hold up, this shit. You feel me?
So I'm looking like they want to do this to prevent the doom that they already just said.
Change the dynamic.
But it ain't.
They change. They,
Yes, sir.
Yeah, change. It's like chronovision and where this stuff comes from and living inside of a 3D or a holographic by way of contract. Augmented, simulated reality. To where you may have subjects in the world that deja vu moments happen. Make sense?
Yes, sir. Wow.
Or a car that was supposed to run you over didn't. Why? Because some miraculous thing happened and it didn't. Maybe these are projections and projectors. Remember we was talking about the projector in the sky? What was that? The artificial what?
Like they was talking about, dang, I just said it a second ago. The transmitter, what is the word?
The artificial reality
the illusion transmitter.
Illusion transmitter. That's what we figured out. That's and what do we that's augmented, that's the creation of augmented reality. So
yes,
it's
sir.
projecting back on the earth. So what's shooting back on the earth is an augmented reality.
Yes, sir. Dang. Yep.
Yeah.
That technology superimposed, computer generated image.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
No, not Project Bluebeam. Backward. No, nigga. You remember when in the Matrix? No, nigga, that's my little cousin. In the Matrix, when, that's why we be talking to each other. We from Cali, but you know, in the Matrix, when he said you think it's the year 2020 something, he said it's really more like the year 3030, and he switched the scene, and the world was destroyed. How was it destroyed that fast? And how was people believing? Well, augmented reality.
Augmented reality. Wow. Yes, sir. Dang. So in their vision, they picturing everything being all modern and looking like this, and then boom, switch the computer off.
Yeah.
Man, everything tore up and destroyed. You just can't see it.
Right.
You've been living in a simulation.
Right.
Dang.
It's sent to contain the small hemisphere and vision you got in front of you. Correct?
That's wild right there. Yes, sir.
Yes, with the conscious field operating, what, 1.5 feet in front of you? That's about it.
Yeah, and like you said, even the human vision only 3 miles, you know, away. Dang, bro. So yeah. And then I think about Universe 25, all these things they got set up around us. Augmented reality.
It may be mirrors. It may be mirrors. I mean, why wouldn't it be?
That's part of what they do. Mirror magic.
To create worlds.
Wow. That makes sense, because that Einstein and all of them, they talking about, they were doing augmented reality, playing different roles and all of that. Augmented reality. Wow. Yes, sir. Computer imposed. To provide a composite view. change your perception of what you're looking at.
From right above you.
Yup. Now that makes sense, especially what we saw the other day. It's based on their information. The sun's supposed to be 400 times bigger.
Yeah.
We looking at something that's an augmented reality. Well, we not looking.
Y'all was looking at an augmented reality.
Y'all was looking straight up. Augmented reality.
They said like virtual. It's based on virtual reality. So, yeah.
Yeah. Virtual reality.
Yeah, that's the world that you guys are. That's your metaverse. That's where you're going. You're going to put this augmented reality chip in your head to change your perspective because it works.
And that's what Billy Carson was talking about on the other one.
Yes,
cybernetics. Cybernetics.
But so that goes back to Terminator. That goes back to Terminator. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Wow.
That's what I'm saying. Like
he's a cyborg.
Everything is. He's a what?
He's a cyborg.
There you go, bro. Like, listen, in Terminator, that black dude took his arm off too, bro.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, he did. Dang, bro.
These people is aliens. I mean, cyborg, cybergenetic. All you got to do.
That's the only way they.
Say it again.
I kind of understand why they want to do it. That's the only way they can live forever.
Yes.
That's the only way they can provide that, to try to be like God. They know they can't do it any other way because they already sons and daughters of perdition. So we got to make an augmented reality before doomsday. Hopefully we can live through these computers. That's what they own. That's crazy.
Look what it say. A number of popular fictional works uses the concepts of virtual reality. These include William Gibson 1984 Neuromancer, which defined the concept of cyberspace, and his 1994 Virtual Light, which presentation viewer VR-like goggles was MacGuffin. Other examples are Neo Stephen Snowcraft. So
Euromancer. That sounds so close to
yeah, because it's taking place. It's It's digital necromancy. No, it's taking place in the meta, where we are on the internet.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow. Dang, bro. These people they tripping.
And the 3D sphere is trying to put us all in the internet and then augmented reality so that we are experiencing each other in a real way, but holographically at the same time. Shit, after that, you'll be able to touch the person.
Because their brain gonna be linked to it.
That's right.
Feeling and
That's
everything.
right. It make the feeling that much more real. It's neuromancy. So as I told you, the neuroscience is the same as astrology. It's they're studying the mind and the body and how to get you and how to change and augment your reality per se.
Dang.
So they're looking at us, whether on the internet, and it's saying, well, Kev is like this, or this person is like this, because this person scrolls and watches this. Boom. Put that in the augmented reality, 3-dimensional sphere capped on top of you, it'll look like this.
Making the whole world out of it. Loading up the whole world in their computers. That's crazy.
It's giving a false sense of reality and all that. Yeah. So that's just crazy to think about. What else you got for me, champion?
Yeah. Well, I'm looking at property laws concerning it. They want to get away or interact with common law in context, but they know that it's really illegal. It's I'm gonna just read this real quick, and then I'm out, Kel. I'm gonna let you continue the video.
Go ahead.
The interaction of this property law, the interaction of location-bound augmented reality with property law is largely undefined. Several models have been analyzed for how the interaction may be resolved in a common law context. An extension of real property rights to also cover augmentations on or near the property with a strong notion of trespassing, forbidding augmentation unless allowed by the owner. The open range system, where augmentations are allowed unless forbidden by the owner, and a freedom to roam system with real property owners have no control over non-disruptive augmentation. So, like, man, that's crazy. Like, it's pretty much illegal. They got to get your permission to do it.
Yeah, so how do they get you to do it? You signed up for the internet. Cyberspace.
Sign up for the internet.
Yeah, it's called.
Yes, sir.
It's called Virtual Body.
And then before you get any of these apps or anything, they ask you, do you accept the guideline? Do you accept? Bam. You hit it. We don't know. We looking at the extent of where they can go with it.
You heard what I said?
Wow,
it's called the Virtual Body. It's called the Virtual Body.
Wow.
Huh?
Yes, sir. The virtual body.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know what it is?
Man, what's that?
It's the virtual body is the state of being when inhabiting virtual reality or a virtual environment. A person connected to the internet is considered not only physically in the space in front of a computer, but also virtually represented with the opportunity to interact in cyberspace. This indicates the surrogate. Yep. This indicates the potential for the body to simultaneously exist in two realities, intentionally and externally experiencing and being experienced. The virtual body is also recognized as an escape form from the limits set by reality and different forms of conventionality. Go ahead.
Man, that's crazy. So they making their own realm, basically. Like, you got the spiritual man, the physical man. Now they got the virtual body.
So they control me all day and laugh in my face, Tracy, like the surrogate, and be like, ha ha, hee hee, ha ha, and say all these crazy things. You know why? Because they're surrogates. And because because they don't have a life in real life, and they don't have the charisma of somebody who can do it in their world and in real life. They're on the, as Todd said, on the astral plane and representing them other selves this way. Some people have 10 characters, 20 characters on this goddamn computer. Some people troll me with 20 to 30 different characters, and I'm out here fighting. Remember, Neo was fighting 10,000 people, and he was whooping all their ass?
Yeah.
That's because so why you think I call myself Neo?
That's what you're doing.
Yeah, you put the glasses on. Now, see? Now we in the meta. Man, what's up? That's why I said you got a virus. Now I see you. Y'all don't want war. Now I'm dismantling.
Hide behind the tree.
Bingo. They're afraid. They don't know what angle to come from. Now I got a plot and thinking of them so random. I'm not on the defense. I struck back. Oh my goodness. You're a coward. Ooh. Oh my goodness. You're just a little person with no heart, no soul, no jurisdiction, nothing. And I'm in your world. Jeez, I would have thought you were Professor X here. Go ahead, champion.
Nah, Kill, that's it, Kill. Like, wow, man. That's what they doing, exactly what you read. They hiding behind surrogates. They fake. That's fake. And half of them on the internet talking about I'm real, like, man, use a surrogate.
That's right.
It's not real.
That's not real.
Your belief system not real, and all this is the same thing. Everything they do is not real. Yes, sir. That's all I got right now, Kill. I'm gonna let you continue continue the video, bro.
Thank you, champion. Well, the video's done. I'm done. I'm just talking about this virtual body. Okay. Yeah, I'm done. I'm talking now.
You done threw them up already.
Yeah, look, look. The virtual body. The virtual body can also be regarded as needing the body for extra immersion into virtual environment. The notion was initially discussed in reference to the original developments of virtual reality, where goggles and gloves were required to fully immerse the mind into virtual worlds. This type of virtual reality offers different kind of virtual reality body because it generates the idea that the mind, that within the mind, that the virtual body and the real physical body are one and the same. So remember that. You die in the meta, you die what?
In reality.
Because you have connected your cybernetics to.
No, that's the surrogate all over again. They get hit by a bus on that. They be all bleeding out the nose and everything.
Fact.
Yes, sir. Dang. That's wild right there.
Damn.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, champion. I'll take the rest of that off air. Thank you, brother. My man. Wow. So study this. Study these things, virtual body and cyberspace and cybernetics and neurology, because this whole notion of they don't want us to be, it's actually you. You've already accepted augmented reality. You've accepted that. You just don't want to admit that you have and live in a place where you consider death and destruction a culture, like rap music, when we all know it's trafficking and money laundering and all this other shit that's going on. See, now reality's setting in. Your augmented reality need help. They need a reset. They come with a, what, Aztec type of reset, where you look up at the sky and see, oh, that don't amuse nobody. You take that shit right off, and now look today, still problems. So what Billy Carson is talking about is just augmented, simulated reality, where you got to believe it for it to be real. All that Anunnaki and Palladian shit, you got to believe that. Coffee and Kush TV, Kev Rowe, you on the air.
Peace, Kev.
What up,
Peace,
Todd?
Hey, I was calling in, man. Very interesting. Very interesting subject. Yeah. Like, man, there's so many things I want to go with, say about this, but just to keep it specific, that AR, like everybody has like the apps on the phone, and remember you were just discussing the mirrors and everything, and we were recently discussing the house of mirrors and things like that, and you know how like they say like the like a phone or a television screen would be a black mirror, a mirror that projects. And I know you've seen it time and time again on like social media when somebody has the AR, like the AR app, when they think they have a spot, like somebody put the phone in their face, they have a spider on their head, and then the next thing you know, they're bugging out, even though they don't, it's not really a spider there. But, you know what I mean? This type of thing could cause people to have schizophrenic reactions, like the lady that you were speaking about earlier that threw her kids out.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So, yeah, I'm seeing exactly what you're saying. And, yeah, this is interesting. It's very interesting. I never thought about it from this perspective. But yeah, with using this technology, they could falsely project things out there. Like, you remember when Tupac had the concert, the hologram concert, when they resurrected Tupac? Yeah. Next thing you know, they could resurrect others and make them. You know what I mean?
They can do more than that, bro. They can do more than that.
Understood.
They can
Understood.
they can act like I said, they're gonna run you over with a car and you tripping out in the world. What the fuck?
Yeah.
You see?
Yeah. And then indeed. And
so you brought it, it's a like you said, schizophrenia. It'll come y'all didn't see that? Well, you don't know what people going through. See what? Nobody asked, see what? I saw this. This is the third time I saw this shit. And you thinking this person bugging out. But maybe if you consider what's at hand, then boom. You know.
Right on.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen the movie Ready Player One?
Somebody referenced that show where they put themselves in video games and something like that. I'm talking more you living your life and you experiencing augmented reality without accepting the invite. You don't just put a person in an augmented reality if they didn't buy no Nintendo. You get what I'm saying?
Indeed. It's like inducing somebody with it's like slipping a Mickey to somebody. Same thing. You're altering their reality.
There you go. And I'm not your personal. This is what the Constitution protects us from. This is what this shit is about. You don't just invade my life with augmentations of reality because you and them consciously, and all of you are aliens. No, aliens don't just create augmented realities for, let's say, free people. Go ahead.
Because at that point, if people aren't given permission to do those things, that's like not giving permission. You know what I mean? A man and a woman interacting with each other, and the woman don't. It's the same thing. It's you're violating that person's soul.
Facts.
Like that's a thorough violation, and like it will mess up. Like if you're not aware of what's going on,
yes,
it'll mess up your whole constitution and have you questioning everything. It'll have you questioning everything about reality.
Basic human emotion, and you won't trust nothing.
Mm-hmm.
You'd be at all, and that'd be due to something you had no control over, off of what some outside situation and mad scientists and crazy people come up with concerning these type of hidden projects in the world.
Like I said, I don't want to run on, but man, I'm getting into these. I'm gonna get into these studies, man, and related, man. And I'm looking forward to the conversation that you're opening up with.
Well, that's what we're talking about now. Thank you, champion, my man.
All right,
my man. Yeah, because that's what Terminator is talking about. Maybe all these movies were precursors to that. You know, that's what Terminator was talking about. Like, wait a minute, cybernetics, new, what's this stuff Elon Musk is talking about? Where you put the chip in your head and it's success and all of this. Yeah, this is all bad. This is about augmentation, reality, living in the devil's kingdom, living in a different reality than reality, and signing a contract to the dead metaverse, to the universe, to the metaverse, the dead universe. And cryptocurrency and Visa bucks and meta bucks is your currency, which hold no value in real life. They're going to have you mining moon rocks on Jupiter for the rest of your life. In virtual reality world, stuck, flying around. I can take mine off. I paid for it. You feel me? Y'all tripping. Coffee and Kush. TV 424-209-9506. The merging of cybernetics. Shout out to Brian King with that $10 contribution, and Jim for that $5 contribution. Shout out to y'all for making this show possible. Y'all know it's sweeps week. You know we don't get fundy here. This is all for the people, by the people, and we're gonna keep these types of shows rolling. But again, Billy Carson cannot respond. You probably live in a augmented reality. You're talking about, look at my $1 million house. You can't respond to this. This is real. So that's what we're gonna be talking about coming up late night with The Road right there on Channel 54, Coffee and Kush TV. Hey, it's what time is it in California? It's 5:50 in Los Angeles. It's been a pleasure talking about these things and responding to things and going off and having another great conversation, things to study in the virtual world, in the meta, and how they separated the mind from the body. Now, you feel me? It's all relative. You know, the science of the meta world is quantum mechanics, and that's how the meta world is going to work. And your social activity, shit, that's like your body construct. These niggas is surrogates. Cavro or nothing. I'll talk to y'all first thing in the morning. I'll see y'all over there for Cavro at night. And